Today's episode is sponsored by Aussie Hair Care, your source for great style and naturally beautiful hair.
Welcome to Who What Wear TV. I'm Hillary Kerr.
And I'm Catherine Power. Today we're going to address one of my favorite things in the world, vintage shopping.
We'll show you how to incorporate some great vintage pieces into your wardrobe, but first let's take a look at a few celebrities who do that very well.
Sienna Miller always adds a dash of retro fashion to her outfits. Seen here, strolling through Beverly Hills, she wore a vintage-style top with a sleek pair of skinny jeans and a bold belt for a modern look. Rachel Bilson also knows how to incorporate vintage into her outfits. She was spotted recently in LA wearing a purple vintage dress mixed with an of-the-moment bag by Bird and a pair of Johnny Wujek for modern vintage sandals. We have a ton of great new clothes in the Who What Wear fashion closet, but when it comes to vintage shopping, there's one place that we love to go to. When you go vintage shopping, it helps to have a plan. Make a list of a few things that you're looking for so you stay focused and you don't get sidetracked. That's one of the reasons why we love the way we wore. Everything here is organized by decade. A long dress like this with a really tiny print is great. And keep in mind, if it looks a little big at first glance, we can always belt it and even roll up the sleeves and it'll give it a totally different look.
This blouse is beautiful and I love the crop length. It gives it a really modern casual vibe. All we have to do is mix it with some of-the-moment pieces for a really cool look.
The easiest way to bring in vintage is through a dress. So many current dresses are inspired by vintage shapes and prints. You just have to update the fit a little bit, just like we did with this one. We cinched in her waist with a belt and we pushed up her sleeves a little bit.
We also gave her a modern ankle boot as a contrast, and this of-the-moment olive-colored bag to finish the look.
The key to wearing a lot of vintage is to make sure that you don't overdo it. There should be at least a 50-50 mix of vintage to new.
Here we have a blouse, bag, and jewelry that are all vintage, but the belt, shoes, and jeans are up to date.
Thank you all for vintage shopping with us today.
For more celebrity and fashion inspiration, visit whowhatwear.com.